Give me your just 30,000 foot view of what we witnessed last night.
I don't think it moved the needle. I think Trump was Trump. People aren't shocked to see him act aggressively or like a brute, as jarring as it was to see on a presidential debate stage. But, you know, I was on a presidential debate stage with Donald Trump asking him questions in Detroit 4 years ago where he referenced the size of his unit. So I wasn't particularly shocked.
Ladies and gentlemen, our president.
Some rude behavior.
Yeah.
And that's Trump. That's how he is. If you're not used to that by now, I can't help you. You need to pay closer attention. That doesn't mean it was a nice thing to watch or made me feel comfortable or that I enjoyed it, because I would have preferred substantive exchanges. And you can make the case that he should have let Biden talk more, because that might have been worse for Biden. But that's the state of America. I think what we saw on that stage represents America right now, shouting at each other, looking at each other through the least generous lens, telling people to shut up, calling them names, not letting them finish their arguments, back and forth, both of them. And, you know, I think a lot of people were like, and Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Where is that? How do I get it?
Right, it's Watch What Happens Live. Here we go.
Anything.
It's funny. But I thought it was nice to see Biden at least appear more nimble than he has appeared in so many of his media opportunities. So that was at least reassuring. It's sort of relieving. Let's put it that way.
Listening to him talk is like you're on eggshells, aren't you? Because as a human being, you're rooting for him to like land the sentence. Like you can do it, you know, like let's go. I know you can do it. And so when he was landing the sentences, you felt a little relief. Like, okay, God, I don't want him to be embarrassed.
That's
not looking for. Remember Admiral Stockdale in the vice presidential debate when Ross Perot ran? He was Perot's vice presidential candidate,
right?
And he didn't hear anything, and it was like, oh, I know.
I want to see the train wreck.
Right.
That's pretty funny. Do you miss not being up there when they're doing those debates, or was that a burden?
No, I miss it. I would like to do that again. And I think I could do a pretty good job of it.
I'm sure.
It's a hell of a preparation. You know what I mean? It takes months, and it's just brutal because you got to know everything about everything, and the stakes are very high. And if you don't do well, you just get crushed by the media, as we're seeing today. But I don't care. I like high stakes situations like that where your adrenaline pumping. And
you tweeted something to me made perfect sense, is why doesn't the moderator have a hold button for the mics? He or she needs to be able to control the debates. Turn the mic off. That's it.
The mics and the camera.
Oh, camera too. Interesting. Yeah.
If Trump was going on, interrupting, and I had control, I would have said because they can hear you through your mic, cut his mic and put the camera on me. And I would have just sat there. And when he was done, I would have said, no one heard anything you said because we cut your mic and the camera's been on me. And that's what we're going to do tonight if you guys keep interrupting each other.
Love it.
But you had to do it early. You would have had to take control, and you would have had to do it early because, as you know, when you're dealing with like a 2-year-old, if you don't follow through on your threat, the first time you make it, there's no getting it back. Yeah.
And maybe, how do you feel about a Joe Rogan lengthy sit down with the two of them?
I would love that.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I would 100% listen to that because Joe Rogan goes for 3 hours.
Yep.
So it'd be a chance to really flesh out arguments. And, you know, you might actually learn something about them, unlike last night.